Is your communication good enough to get you approved for your Social Security disability benefits? Brian Terrian here from the Disability Digest, and this is a big one, a critical one. Many people qualify for their disability benefits, but as Led Zeppelin, that famous song is, there's a communication breakdown, and it prevents them from getting their benefits, and they're entitled to it. I support this with evidence from Social Security. 1.9 million people applied for disability benefits in 2024, 678,000 were approved. So it doesn't need to be that way. So I'm going to go through my dirty dozen, my top 12 communication tips for you. And then I'm in hopes that as you listen to these all the way through to the end, it'll help you understand, yeah, I've got all those. I can do this. No problem. And if so, that's great. We have a disability approval course that you get with your no-cost membership here that will give you a customized approach to going through the approval process, and you can save all the legal fees. But if maybe you only have like 6 out of 12, you should really have a heart-to-heart with yourself and say, listen, can I get somebody in my family or friends that can help me, or a disability representative, so you can make sure that you maximize your chances of getting approved. That's why I am doing this. All right. So I'm going to go with email first. And you don't communicate with Social Security via email, but you do communicate with other resources via email. Sometimes your medical treatment deals with email, but like for here at the Disability Digest, we have the disability approval course, and it's driven by email to your email address. But many people join us and their email address is not functioning, or they lose the messaging from us. It goes into their spam folder or whatever it may be. So efficiently managing your email is my first tip. Second one is phone. I have known people that have had phones that are turned off, that have voicemail that's not set up, and that has caused them to miss calls from Social Security, from their case manager for additional information, following up on documents that have been sent, causing a denial. Not good. Make sure your phone is in place and you clearly understand like how to manage it, the number from Social Security, what that's going to be like. Next one is your mailing address. A lot of people have housing challenges going through the process. I get it. So have your mail go somewhere where it's reliable and you can get the notices, because you oftentimes have a tight time frame to get the notices turned around and sent back. Transportation. You need to be able to get to your doctors to maintain your treatment, for sure. Social Security will have you go likely to one of their doctors, so you'll need to do that. And so make sure that you have access to transportation or somebody that can bring you, or public transportation to get you through the process. Responsiveness. You want to make sure that you are set up so that you can be responsive. If you have a condition like, say, an autoimmune condition like fibromyalgia, sometimes individuals have really bad flares where they're just not able to do anything that requires cognitive ability for days, 5, 7 days. If that is your situation, then managing your own case could be a real challenge. Ability to read, comprehend, and execute. If you're going to manage your own case, the experts that we put the course together with, they provide you with the directions, but you need to be able to take those and understand how to execute. One example is how to fill out the forms. You have the directions, but are you able to comprehend and execute? And then the next one is your ability to organize your case file, organize the information for Social Security. Why is this important? Give you one example. You are asked to fill out the adult daily living questionnaire when you go through the application process. That same document is going to be referred to by the judge in a hearing, and what your answers are going to be. They're going to look for consistency unless there's a change in your condition. So that one situation, you want to organize everything that you have received from Social Security, everything that you sent back, all of your doctors, all of your medication. We teach you how to do this in the disability approval course. All right. Portal access. You want to be able to access your portal, and you want to be able to pull down medical records and other information. Why is that? You have a new diagnosis, new information, you want to add it to your case file quickly. Social Security is supposed to request your medical records, which they do at the initial application. But if they don't get them all, then you can quickly get involved and backfill what they're missing. Okay. Written communication, being able to write legibly. You have actual forms to fill out that Social Security is relying on you to communicate to them so that they can read it, right? Verbal communication, two parts to this, and this is the last one, 11 and 12, if I've done my math right. You want to be able to communicate verbally and very short, concise statements. And before you respond to anything on the phone call or if you're in court, you want to have the ability to be relaxed and not over communicate, right? The next and last and most important, in my opinion and experience, is with your communication, you want to know what you need to communicate. And this kind of ties into several of the other ones before. So many people, even at the beginning, have been taught how to communicate their limitations and not their conditions. When you get to them months later and you're prepping them for a hearing, they're back into bad habits. You need to stay focused on what it's going to take to get you approved. So that's my dirty dozen. So regardless where you're at this point, if you're new here and you haven't applied, and you say, you know what, I think I got all this stuff, join us. You'll get a customized approach for no cost to get in the course and help you get approved. If you need help with these, you can still get in the course. You can manage it on your own, but ideally we would like to see you or suggest to you that you get somebody to fill in the communication gaps that you have. And that could be, again, a family friend, or hiring a disability representative. Regardless how you do it, I just encourage you to do it right so that you have the opportunity to set yourself apart from all of the other 1.9 million applicants that are out there and get your benefits approved. All right. Encourage you to subscribe. Stay tuned for more. As always, make it a great day.